Gentlemen, recently I've been following what is happening in the Western Kenya region. The Western Kenya region is one of the most populated areas in this country. Actually, they are ranked at number 2 after the Central Kenya region. This is a region that can determine so many things as far as the political terrain of the country is concerned. Now, today here, I want to look at some of the 2 developments that I feel are going to make a huge impact as far as the Kenyan politics is concerned. The first one is the development of the TAWE movement. Then I will further dissect it and look at who is behind this TAWE movement that is now taking root in the Western region of Kenya. Before I dissect on those 2 aspects on this video, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, make sure that you subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Now, who is leading the TAWE movement? The TAWE movement is being led by the Governor Trans Nzoia, George Natembeya. Let me give you a brief history of George Natembeya. He served in Narok as the county commissioner. Then later on was promoted to become the RC of the Rift Valley because of his track record. Actually, Uhuru Kenyatta pointed out this guy because of the kind of work he did, particularly as far as the Mau forest is concerned. He ensured that Mau forest has been conserved the way it's supposed to be done as far as the environment of Kenya is concerned. Now, after being promoted, he still showed his competence because he ensured whatever he was given as an assignment, he did it very well. Now, it just transformed that kind of popularity got from the Rift Valley to Trans Nzoia County, where he vied for the gubernatorial seat, despite getting a huge opponent, a huge antagonism from one of the guys called Wamalwa, who was the Ford Kenya candidate. Wamalwa was called Chris Wamalwa. He was so strong to an extent that Natembeya had to resign very early from the position he held as an RC. So Natembeya, when he went there, people knew him kama mchapakazi. So as a result, actually, that's what actually propelled him to become the governor of Trans Nzoia County. Since he took over the Trans Nzoia County governorship, people have been saying that he's one of the governors in the country who are working very well, particularly when it comes to education and roads. He has done very well in that county. Now, Natembeya, from nowhere, he started developing a certain movement called TAWE movement. This TAWE movement has been attracting people from all over, particularly the Western region. It has brought on some MPs, despite that they have not declared officially they have joined the TAWE movement, but you can always see them close to Natembeya. Recently, Natembeya called a meeting in Nairobi, and we saw some of the leaders, particularly from other opponent parties like ODM and UDA, where you had Cleophas Malala, joining, and actually they had a discussion as far as the TAWE movement is concerned. But this TAWE movement is resonating so well in the ground. Why is it resonating so well with the people of Trans Nzoia? Why is it resonating with the people of Western Kenya? The first thing, it is because of what is happening in the Western region. That is, poor development record so far in the past 3 regimes that we've had in power. Now, to begin with, we had Mumias Sugar, which was an icon of the Western region. This Mumias Sugar, despite having Uhuru in power, Kibaki in power, and now William Ruto, there are no signs of Mumias Sugar being revived or even returning back the glory it had during the past years. Now, people have been expecting and promising that whenever they get to power, they are going to revive Mumias Sugar. But as a result, Mumias Sugar remains the same thing, same cases now and then, and now people feel like from just the poor state of Mumias Sugar, people feel like there's no leader that is performing there. Recently, when William Ruto took office, he appointed Musalia Mudavadi to become the chief cabinet secretary. He also appointed Moses Wetangula to become, he presented Moses Wetangula to become the National Assembly Speaker. These 2 leaders, the expectations from the Western region were too high that they are supposed to at least deliver Mumias Sugar. They are supposed to take development back to the grassroots. To begin with, Musalia Mudavadi is one of the reasons as to why TAWE movement is getting the strength in the Western region. Why am I saying so? Musalia Mudavadi, in his own backyard, first of all, there's no UDA member of parliament. There is no UDMs here. They were here, of course. And actually, if there is one, but most of them are coming from where? From the ODM party. Now, apart from just the elections, the people were elected there, Musalia Mudavadi, despite his more than 35 years in government, there's no even a single serious project that he has ever taken to the Western region that the people of the Western region can associate him with. There is no single road that has been constructed under Musalia Mudavadi's influence. Despite being in power for all those years, being politically active, whether in opposition or not, Musalia Mudavadi has not taken any significant project in that region. He was a vice president despite for a short time during President Moi's time. He has now been serving, he served in Kibaki's time actually as a deputy prime minister. He also now carrying the cabinet secretary, and actually has gone to Western Kenya I think it's not even more than 5 times. That means his connection with the people of the Western Kenya, it's not that good. So as far as development is concerned, Musalia Mudavadi hasn't done that well. As far as the issue to do with the connection with the ground, Musalia Mudavadi has not done as well. The only thing that he gains from that is that he has been in power for so long that now makes his name to be always be talked about by people around that region. Now, Musalia Mudavadi, one thing I want to say about him is this. Musalia Mudavadi, despite being a CS in this country, Musalia Mudavadi has not really championed, even saying or mentioning the issues to do with the mountain, with the issues to do with the Western region. So you find that people don't hear him that much speaking about the Western region, and as a result, people have branded him to become so selfish because he's one of the richest cabinet secretaries we have currently in the country. But the people where he's leading, particularly in Vihiga County, there's nothing much that is happening as far as his position and the development of that region is concerned. So that is one of the weak parts, the weaknesses of Musalia Mudavadi are some of the things that are giving light to Natembeya to progress and actually popularize his TAWE movement. Natembeya, in his sentiments, he brands this gentleman as Musalia Mudavadi, actually to be specific, as selfish. People who are just taking their stomachs. That's why he always says that watu wampeleka tumbo zao peke yao. So therefore, this kind of selfishness that is branding them with is making the TAWE movement to move very well within the Western region. Let's go to Wetangula. Wetangula is one of the gentlemen who has really survived in the Kenyan politics. He served during Moi's time. He served during Kibaki's time. He has been a senator all through in all these governments that we've been having, and right now as we speak is the Speaker of the National Assembly, which currently is having the majority of the UDA government. I mean, generally the members of parliament who are associated with the UDA government. Now, so Wetangula, there's no single project he can talk of that he had taken to the Western region, except a few days ago, we had the president taking the national ceremony there. Apart from that, we've had the people saying that, him proposing maybe there could be something like an airstrip in that place, or rather airport. They have also proposed that there could be an industrial park that is being developed there. So this kind of development are the ones we can talk about that are resulting to him gaining the power in the in the Western region. So generally, is the one who is picking right now. But when you associate them with what is happening in particular as far as the development of that region is concerned, it is very clear here that those people have not really done well as far as what the expectation of the people of that region are. Now, who is behind it? When I look at the history of Natembeya, who is leading the team of the TAWE movement, I don't associate him with Raila Amolo Odinga because these people have not been close. I don't associate him with William Ruto because these people have not been close before. Therefore, I associate him so much with Uhuru Kenyatta. That means very well, Natembeya is being prepared for 2032 and they might make a very serious comeback. Actually, if these guys are more aggressive, Natembeya can even feature in 2027. But probably the way things are working out, Natembeya is going to work with somebody from the central Kenya and form a very serious coalition that is going to shake this country. Why am I saying so? Natembeya will be a governor in 2 terms, probably, and in 2027 after the election, he will be now gaining much more ground. And if this TAWE movement is going to progress, probably we're going to have huge defection of most of the members of parliament to support Natembeya. The association that people have that Natembeya ni mchapakazi, it is driving the rest of the country crazy. People can hear that it's Natembeya coming on board, then this is the guy we need. He has a track record from Narok County and Rift Valley in general. And people know him, for those who have been following on media and social media what he has been doing. Probably Natembeya is among the most performing governors, not just governors, but among the most performed, among the county commissioners who had most performed during Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's time. Now, when I look at these things closely, it is Uhuru Kenyatta who is preparing Natembeya for the future. As Moi students, that is now William Ruto, Uhuru and many others, they really see ahead. People used to call Moi a giraffe because he could see farthest. That is what Uhuru Kenyatta is doing and other people. preparing Natembeya for 2032 to bring him on, maybe someone from the western, from the central region. And if these two regions merge together, deputy president and president, probably the rest of the country cannot shake this country. They just need a few votes from Mombasa, from Kisii, from other regions for them to clinch that presidency and the deputy president, for them to win the deputy president and the presidency respectively. So therefore, what is happening currently, I can foresee a future collision between the mountain and the western region. And if this happens, probably they are going to shake Raila's movement. That's going to be the Ruto and the Rift Valley, then Raila with Nyanza. If these things are going to be this way, probably the Kenyan politics are going to be very tough for anybody who's going to vie for presidency. That is my video there and there. If you have a different opinion on what I've just said, you can let me see it on the comment section. And please make sure that you subscribe, because most of you have realized that actually you don't subscribe after watching the videos that we upload here. Please make sure that you subscribe. Take a minute or so and subscribe, because that is how you're going to make our channel grow. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Abel Mukwa. See you next time for more videos.